Welcome to Buy, Hold, Sell. My name's Matthew Kidman and welcome to the last show for 2015. And we've got a special one for you. We've got the best of the best to come in and make their predictions for us for 2016. Australian equities have just posted probably their worst decade ever, and 2015 wasn't great either. Do we get back into a bull market in 2016, or is it more of the terrible same?
Neutral, Matthew, 0 to 5% down. We'll see a choppy year, we think, in the second half, potentially reacting to the rate rises in the US.
I think the index is in for another hard year. Big, large blue chips that form the biggest part of it are in for a difficult year. But again, I think the average stock is priced to produce average returns from here. Yeah, look, the macro looks, there's a few storm clouds overhead. So from the macro level, a bit nervous. But from the micro level, we're seeing some really good valuations, good companies. So I'm going to sit on the fence on that one.
I think that's true of large mediocre companies that have been driving the index, and I think that'll be true again next year. So I think neutral for the broad index, but good quality businesses will go up.
I'm getting more bullish. I think the market can go up 500-600 points from here, the All Ords. It's been a terrible decade. I think it's time for a lift.
From 5,000 points, I'd be bullish. I think the market will have a better year this year, mainly because the bad parts of the market are much smaller index components now, and you can see some value emerging.
2015 was a year for small caps. They sprinted past the big caps. Do the big caps make the big comeback in 2016?
I think they do. Chase for growth, anemic growth in the large caps in some parts of the world there, so small caps continue to outperform in our opinion, particularly in the industrials.
I think equal weighted big cap will outperform small cap, but I think the index, again, weighted to banks and resources companies, is probably in for a difficult time still.
Yeah, I think they do. I think it was 5 years of chronic underperformance. We're playing a bit of catch up, still more to go.
Yes, I think so. You know, there's just not a lot of earnings growth in the blue chip area of the market, and although valuations are looking better, I still would prefer to, I think earnings will outwin and the small caps will run harder.
I think the big caps have been sold down so much, especially the miners. I think the big caps have a big comeback. Everyone wants a winner. What's the number one stock pick for 2016? Just give me one.
Eclipse, the PE of 13 grown at 20%, great management team, proven assets, we like it.
So I picked Macquarie. I think under $80, it's back to where it was about 9 months ago, and during calendar 15, it's had 2 profit upgrades. It's made what look like to us 2 great acquisitions, and the price looks reasonable. And I think it's going to be cycling through tougher comps, but I think it's still in an earnings growth mode, and it's hard to find in that area of the market. So I think they'll have a good year next year.
QBE looks good from a macro and micro viewpoint, and also I think from a small one, Pioneer Credit looks pretty good. Less than 9 times earnings, strong growth for the next 5 years, great management team.
You gave us 2, well done.
Yeah, I was trying to choose between 3 actually. It was either REA Group, Challenger or Sentia, and for the reason that I think it's got the most predictable and stable growth outlook, I pick Sentia.
Top stock, Pro Medicus, little radiologist company out of Melbourne, taking on the world by storm, winning contracts. I think it can do very well 2016.